Hello friends, I'm Dr. Manjusha Kharoli, and as we all know, we are facing corona pandemic, and while under lockdown situations, I decided to help the students of home science and home economics who are aspiring to clear the net set examination. Now friends, when I was studying for my net examination, I had prepared a lot of notes, and as you know, home science is an applied science, so there was a vast knowledge uh, knowledge and different kinds of terms used in it. So I used to get a little overwhelmed by this vast knowledge, so I decided to organize it, and I organized that knowledge uh, in alphabetical order. I jokingly used to call these notes of mine the dictionary of home science. I had collected, uh, I had prepared a lot of notes, which I would like to share with all of you, so that it can help you in achieving your goal of passing net in home science or home economics. Uh, since nowadays the exams are objective type exams, so uh, my videos will be very helpful for you to in achieving your goal. Here I want to make one thing clear is that uh, only the first letter of the alphabet will be taken into consideration. The following letters of the term shall not be taken into consideration. So it may happen that Z will come first and C will come later. Uh, Now the very first term which we shall discuss in this very first video is acoustic materials. So what are acoustic materials? Acoustic materials are those materials which can absorb sound. As we all understand that when we go outside we face noise pollution, when we come inside the home we face noise pollution, and even the concrete walls are not able to stop the sound waves traveling through them. So acoustic materials are here to help us in reducing noise pollution. So once again, acoustic materials are those materials which absorb sound. The next term is azoic dyes. Azoic dyes are the dyes which are used for cotton fabric. These are very fast dyes. These are also called as ice dyes and naphthol dyes. Why they are called as ice dyes? Because the reaction takes place at very low temperatures, and once the reaction takes place between the diazonium salt and naphthol compound at low temperatures, and once the reaction takes place, the dye produced is insoluble, that is a very fast kind of dye. And as opposed to azoic dyes, there are acid dyes. Acid dyes are dyes which are useful for protein, acrylic and nylon fibers. These dyes are not suitable for those kind of fabrics which are very sensitive to weak acid solutions, and these dyes are also fast dyes, and they can withstand perspiration and dry cleaning. So these were the two kind of dyes, azoic dyes and acid dyes. The next term is absorbency. What is absorbency? Absorbency is the ability of a fabric to absorb moisture from the environment at standard temperature and humidity. It is also called as a moisture region. What it is also called? It is also called as moisture region. Then the next term is abrasion resistance. Abrasion resistance is an ability of a fiber to withstand rubbing in use and in care. There are three types of abrasions. The first is flex abrasion. In this case, rubbing is accompanied by flexing and bending. Plain or flat abrasion. Flat abrasion is a flat area of material is abraded in plane of flat abrasion. And then there is edge abrasion. This kind of abrasion occurs at collars and folds. Then anthropometric indices. Next term is anthropometric indices or anthropometric measurements. Anthropometric measurements are taken to assess the extent of protein energy malnutrition or whether there is protein allergy malnutrition present in a person or in a child or in a newborn baby. There are some very common kind of measurements which are taken in anthropometric measurements. These are height or length, weight of a child, then mid upper arm circumference, demispan or arm span, knee height, sitting height, then skin fold thickness and head circumference. Then the average anthropometric measurements for a newborn baby are the weight should be between 2.7 to 3.6 kgs, length should be between 48 to 53 centimeters, and head circumference should be between 33 to 38 centimeters. These are the things which we should remember for our objective type of questions. Then there is adolescence. Adolescence is a period between 10 to 12 years, from 10 to 12 years in girls, and from 12 years to 13 years in boys, extending to 18 or 20 years. The why I am telling this is a very common knowledge, but the next thing which is again quite frequently asked in NET examination is the calorie requirement for adolescent boy and adolescent girl. The calorie requirement for adolescent boy is 3000 kilocalories per day, and for adolescent girl the calorie requirement is 2400 kilocalories per day. Then there is the term ANOVA. ANOVA is analysis of variance. ANOVA compares the mean score of several groups in light of one dependent variable or a certain dependent variable. What is it again? It compares the mean scores of different groups. Then there are anecdotal records. Anecdotal records are records which are taken in classroom by the teacher of the students. So there is one thing which is very noteworthy is that these are positive kind of remarks or positive kind of records. There are check boxes and there are description boxes. The teacher observes the child, and if there is any progress or if there is any kind of achievement, she notes it down in the anecdotal records. And these records come useful, come handy when there are parent-teacher meetings, and the parent wants to know the progress and achievements of his or her child. Then the next term is applied research. Applied research is the application of knowledge in the practice in benefit of the society, or applied research is applying the knowledge to the practical situation. Then there is action research. Action research is also known by two names, that is the collaborative inquiry and participatory research. Action research is a kind of social research, and it tries to achieve the goals of the social research. What it does, it finds the problem in actual social situation and tries to find out the solution to that situation. That is, it directly aims at the practical concerns of the people. So these were the terms related to the letter A. I hope you found it easy and quite interesting, I think. So if you like the video, please tell me so that I can move on to the next alphabet. So take care, stay inside the home, and Stay safe. Bye bye.